Welcome everyone to Casting to Level Up, your video game movie review podcast, where we review all movies based on video games. I am your host, Ben, with...
Your gamer, Jordan.
On today's episode, we're reviewing Ummm. Jordan?
Yeah, hi.
Okay. What's your thoughts on Australia?
I don't have an opinion.
Okay.
I think it's a wannabe America a little bit, even though it predated us. But I feel like they're in denial about how British they are, but they do steal a lot.
All right. It is not Jordan. It is my wife, Megan.
Hi.
The producer, Megan.
The producer.
The producer, Megan.
Capital P.
Who allows me to buy all this stuff. But we're doing Ummm. Jordan wasn't allowed to watch it, I'm guessing. So
don't shame him.
So
we're shaming his wife. Just joking. Just joking.
So who's ever listening to this, you get to listen to two people who've been married together for 10 years talk
Ben,
about
11.
11. Talk about softcore porn.
It's gross. Not a fan. There needs to be more dicks.
You were excited to watch this movie.
I really was excited. I was really hyped up for this.
Yeah.
It let me down.
It did.
It didn't even give me an up. That was the problem. There was no fizzle up, just a hard crash down.
I think your exact words while watching this movie was, I'm as dry as the Sahara Desert.
No, that's yours. That was yours.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I wouldn't compare it to that. I would just say, yeah, I guess I'll go with it. It made me angry.
Made you angry?
It made me fucking angry.
Why?
Because I'm telling you, I got so excited to be like, yeah, let's do this. Like, watch something a little spicy, you know? And I'm like, tits, yeah, let's do this. And like, I realized I really like a buildup of dialogue before I see some tits.
Yeah, there's a total of like 5 lines of dialogue in this whole entire movie.
Or like, show me the tits, but also give me some dialogue. Some people are making out and like, I can like fantasize about what's going on. And like, no, there's literally nothing. It was just like people with hard boobs making out, and that was it. And they weren't even good at making out with each other. It made me fucking angry.
They probably didn't want to, honestly.
They're actors. Let's get over it.
All right. Let me do the synapse, and then we can just get right into it. When wealthy treasure hunter Cara Loft is delivered a late-night invitation to meet with the reclusive art collector Dr. Scrotus.
Dr. Scrotus.
Dr. Scrotus.
Really land on that.
The sexy adventure is thrust head into the greatest and most dangerous erotic adventure of her life.
I think whoever wrote that is bullshit and didn't see this movie, because she's having erotic stuff happen every single day with multiple partners.
Yes.
So her trying to like go on this adventure to protect her dead dad's legacy or some shit, and then it becomes erotic. I don't get behind that. It's not my cup of tea, but maybe it is for some.
Yeah. I mean...
That was your erotic... That's like your most crazy erotic adventure. It ties back to your dad. Oh, we'll get into that.
We'll get into that?
We'll get into that. Can we start with the logo?
Yeah.
Can we start with the fucking logo?
Yeah.
Of whoever produced the movie? Do you remember what the logo was? When we're like, oh, this is a red flag.
Well, is it the one framed behind me?
No, like, you know how like they have like Paramount and they'll have like the lion.
Oh, you're talking
and they'll have
about
like Disney, and they'll have like the Disney symbol.
All of the people.
The symbol to show the producing company. Do you remember what it was?
No.
It was literally her figure.
Oh, okay, now I'm remembering. Yes.
As in, there's no other movie before this has ever happened for this producing company. They're like, oh shit, we need a fucking logo. And they're like, nah, black it out. Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the first and the last.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I did not.
No.
Okay, Can we go over some things?
Oh, we're going over the whole movie.
Okay.
It's going to be really quick because there's not a lot of dialogue.
No, there's so much to dig into.
And just sex scene to sex scene.
We're going to dissect those sex scenes.
Oh, boy.
No, it's all of the shit that is surrounding the sex scenes that becomes distracting to the point where you're like, I'm more focused on the leopard print behind her.
Yes.
Than what's happening.
And the wind machine.
Okay. It starts off.
She's sleeping.
Bam. No, she's not sleeping.
Well, she's laying in her bed.
Laying in a bed. It's supposed to be her, like, fingering herself, okay? But do you remember? She's, like, there's, like, curtains blowing around her, and there's, like, candles. That's dangerous, but okay. And she's moving her...
Erotic adventure.
She's moving her body all up and down. And this is when I start getting angry of, like, she's not even moving her hand. Okay, you're jacking yourself off. Boy or girl, you're not going to move your wrist? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, make it believable. You're literally just slithering around like you're having a seizure on top of the bed, and because your hand is under the covers, it's supposed to be sexy and believable. No. Knock it the fuck off. Step it up for me, okay? Zebra and leopard print everywhere.
Yep.
Of course, that was the time period.
No, the whole entire movie was zebra and leopard print.
Now I want you to go into, like, because I don't want to just, like, talk this whole time. The girl who fucking comes in through the window. Yeah. What the hell?
So this is where Lara gets her invitation for Dr. Scrotus.
Kara.
And so was that the redhead that snuck in?
Yeah, and she was watching her.
Yeah, she was watching her for a good amount of time.
Like, way too long.
And then...
She was trying to get to, like, a chest.
Yes.
That was in the same room as Kara jacking off. She's watching her. She turns around. There's the chest. I have to get the chest. Goes to open the chest, and then you see behind her, Kara stands up with two fucking guns.
Pointed right at
her with her tits fucking out.
Powerful stance.
Very, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't... Where did she put the guns? Where were those? Were those under the pillows, loaded and ready to go?
Maybe she wasn't using her hand.
Has she had this?
Yeah.
That's why she wasn't moving it.
Yeah. That's dangerous.
That's very dangerous. That's worse than the candles.
I don't really remember any dialogue outside of Dr. Scrotus, but...
Oh, this was something I thought was really weird, because I, like, fixate and nitpick, okay? The girl that was playing, like, the redhead who snuck into her room and was like, I'm trying to get something out of this chest, but also here's an invitation. So she pulls out a business card from her boobies.
But there was a butt plug, too, somewhere. Remember?
No, hold on. We'll get back to that. Can you hold that in your head for a little bit?
Oh, yeah. Always hold a butt plug.
I'm sorry. I just used that, like, teacher term on you. Can you hold that thought in your head? Okay. God, dear. I forgot where I was going, Ben. Oh, my God.
Redhead had the thing in her boobs for the invitation.
Okay. This movie was filmed in Germany, right?
Yes.
The actress who plays Kara is American.
Yep.
But sometimes she would try to do, like, a British accent a little bit.
She tried.
And then the girl who snuck into her room, she sounded like she was doing a fake German accent. And I was like, this is so bizarre because they're in Germany. They couldn't have hired an actual German girl. You're telling me there's no hot German girls who want to make $200, if that, to just show up and put on a ski mask?
Well, she had to do more than that.
Oh, she had to kiss her, but, like,
yeah.
I mean, I'd kiss that girl, too. No, I'm just kidding. I saw how she kissed. I don't know. They actually had a fake German accent, and I was like, this was shot in Germany. What is going on? Okay.
So we're still within, like, the first... probably 8 minutes of the movie.
This was my question. Is she, like, that girl who came in, this was when I was already confused, but what the fuck is going on? Did she go in there with the intent to actually get something out of the chest? Because she had the business card ready, and she was like, oh, there's an invitation for my boss, by the way. Or was she there to go ahead and give her the invitation? Because that's fucking weird. That's a fucking weird way to give someone an invitation.
Megan, this movie to me is
what
just...
was happening? Were you there for the boss? You're there for the thing in the chest, and you're like, oh, but also I know later on I'm supposed to give her this invitation. Let's fucking do both. Also, let's go ahead and fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. So within the first eight minutes,
this is when I was turned off. I was already like, no, there's so many loopholes here.
We have 2 sex scenes.
No, we haven't got... Oh, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, Kara and the redhead. You had a note.
She had very fried hair. I wanted her to take good care of her
Yeah, but
hair.
you also had another note.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe on the next page.
Oh, I said the treasure box that she was trying to get out of looked like it came from Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, it did.
It really did. Fake German accent. Fake German accent. Oh my god. I'm so glad we took notes. I'm so glad we took notes. The redhead invited her to her boss's house at 7. Or she like invited her to like tomorrow night. And
yeah.
Kara goes, hold on. I have yoga at 7, so that won't work. And I didn't know because of how stupid this movie was if that was supposed to be a one-liner, like funny because it hit, or if it was just a terrible line.
It's all terrible.
And by the way, she did not have yoga at 7. She's a fucking liar. Because she goes to the party.
She does go to the party.
None of that. She goes to the party. Okay, yeah.
Her outfit, though, to go see Dr. Scrotus.
Wrote, really pays to know her dad. Because they like tried to bring in like something about my boss is friends with your dad. And that's when Kara was like, whoa, now I have to fucking go. Great, my dad.
Yeah.
Got me there. How did it lead to them having sex? I don't know. I'm telling you, the dad thing.
This whole movie.
Really.
Megan, like the one sex scene that makes absolutely no sense is the one inside the tent, but that's way down the road.
This is what you wrote. This is what you were thinking. She looked like a wannabe version of the girl from Brave, the Disney movie Brave. And we were laughing about Brave Gone Wild. And what we were really laughing about was what if the Disney animators had watched it and been inspired and been like, hell yeah. We're going to make her a redhead.
Well, they did all that nasty shit with the fucking Frozen sisters. Like, they're all over Pornhub. It's disgusting.
That's gross. I don't watch that shit. Oh, we made the joke about how, like, the cameramen, because, like, there were so many shots, it almost seemed like the cameramen had been like, ooh, do it again. Do it at this angle. Let's do it again. Do it again. And they just, like, put them all together. Like, I was like, oh, my God, this is the same shot at a different angle. Like, literally 17 times.
And there was...
Like, it's the same kissing scene over and over and over and over. And, like, there's no variation. Like...
But the redhead does, like, a really, like... She does a very awkward nipple lick.
Ugh.
Do you remember?
Yeah. I think I did the same noise.
I hope no one was forced to do anything they didn't want to do in this movie.
Oh, they for sure were.
Yeah.
Including the fake accident. I keep wanting to say accident. This movie was an accident.
All right, so what? It's 7.
Oh, and they kissed afterwards, Ben.
They did. I forgot about that.
And I was like, that's fucking weird. They just met. She has intimacy issues. If she's like gonna have sex with this girl, she doesn't even know her name, and then they like make out and snuggle after sex.
They snuggle.
That's
and kiss.
So weird. Like, get out of my house, you broken. And oh, the butt plug that you were talking about.
Was that from this scene?
It was. There was like
but they only show half of it.
It wasn't an actual butt plug.
That was a butt plug.
It was not. It was a bedpost, but something was on the bedpost. So she like took it off the bedpost.
I mean,
it looked like a butt plug.
Okay.
It was shaped like a butt plug.
I mean, it could have been used.
Could have would have spiced it up a bit.
It
Jesus.
So we go to Dr. Scrotus's house, and then Laura meets.
Oh no!
The blonde.
Stop it! Stop.
What am I missing?
Oh my God, we're missing the guy.
Oh, her driver.
Her fucking henchman, bestie, fucking. Who? What is his name?
I don't know anyone's name.
I don't
in this
remember his name.
He had a bad wig.
Okay, the next day. Okay, so it goes to a scene where she's like, the redhead leaves. She goes and opens up this freaking locket with her dad's picture in it after she just got banged. I'm sorry, it's weird. It's so weird. And then it goes to all these scenes of like her with the locket thinking about her dad in another time, and then it goes to her coming down from her fucking mansion. Her mansion, and meeting her driver. Now, first off, I've never seen the actual Lara Croft videos.
The movies? You never seen them?
No.
You're fine.
Did she...
You're fine.
Did she have a freaking driver? Because that's not very, like...
In the movies...
adventurous of her.
In the movies, she has a butler and...
She can't drive herself
and, like,
places?
a tech guy. She does in the movies, yeah.
But, like, where does she get this money from? Where is she getting funded? How do I do this as a job?
Her dad.
So I'll never, yeah.
Yeah. She's.
That was a joke right there.
Lara Croft is just old money, really.
Didn't laugh at my dad joke.
I'm sorry.
So we meet her henchman. That's his name. He's the henchman. Okay? And he brings up in the fucking car. She wants to go shopping to go buy some scantily clothing for this party she has to go to tonight. Hint, hint, she's going to the frickin' party to...
She's skipping yoga today.
Do you think she called the yoga instructor? Be fucking weird not to, but...
I mean, it'd be nice.
She probably fucked her. She's probably like, next time.
Yeah. That's how she pays for her classes.
He makes this comment about having fun last night or something.
Yeah, he heard
stares
a lot of...
at her.
He said that he heard stuff.
I heard a lot of moaning last night. What do you remember she said?
No.
Doing some stretches for yoga
Oh
or something like that. And he was like watching her in the mirror because she's in the back seat. And there's like making eye contact for like way too long. And I'm like, and then it shows her and it's nighttime. She went for a long shopping spree.
A very long
I remember you said they were like, Jesus, she shopped for a long freaking time. shows up at a new mansion. It's at boss's house.
It's probably the same one, just at night.
Yeah.
They're not paying for 2 mansion location
I
shots.
actually thought that it was the same mansion.
It probably was.
And I thought she was going home, and I was like, oh, so she didn't go to the party. Okay, now explain the whole blonde thing.
Yeah, so Laura goes into the house and is like met with this blonde girl who's basically the only one who's like throughout the whole entire movie.
Yeah.
And Kara just scans her up and down like a fax machine.
And the blonde is in a towel and a towel in her hair.
Yeah.
Like she just got out of the shower. And then Laura, I'm going to just call her Laura. Who cares? Interchangeable. She goes and makes some snide freaking remark about how she's in a towel. And I was like, that's not very girl. This isn't your freaking house. If this girl wants to walk around this house, it could be hers for all you know. It could be the freaking wife. Who are you to say she can't greet you in a towel?
Yeah.
You bitch.
Yeah, bitch. My house, my rules.
And then she dropped the towel or something, didn't she?
Yes.
She like showed her boobs to Lara, and she was not impressed.
No, she was not. But they have sex later.
Ben,
Sorry.
don't give
Spoilers.
it away.
I mean, if there's 2 women on the screen, they're gonna have sex in this movie.
Okay, this is the part that started getting like really weird. So she goes, "Stay here," and then she goes off. I might be mixing 2 videos up. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'll go get the boss or whatever. She goes and gets him, and then she has her come and follow her into this living room area where there's like a big old fireplace and stuff and dead bear rugs and shit. And she has her sit on the couch next to some dude in like sexy clothes. Is that true, or am I making this up from another video? I'm like putting two videos together.
There was multiple people in the room.
There was like multiple like guys dressed like.
I think they were just bodyguards.
Okay, and then there's like this scene.
We meet Dr. Scrotus.
And he's bald.
He's bald with an awful goatee.
And beard. And you see the back of his head at a chair. And you instantly know by the shape of his head. I'm so judgy. There's like, I'm not. Okay, listen. Not everyone.
I didn't say anything.
Not everyone's meant to be bald.
No.
Okay, it's like if you're a man and you have to shave your head because like you're losing your hair or something, like you, like, I hope you have a good shaped head. Okay? It's not your fault if you don't. You just gotta go with it. But, like, I was looking at him and it was an active, like, choice for him to shave his head. It wasn't because he was going bald or anything like that. Like, he literally just, maybe he did it for the role, but he had a very pointy head.
Yeah.
And I was like, he had a pointy, skinny head. And I remember being like, this guy isn't freaking intimidating. Look at the back of his head. Every single, if a man tried to talk down to me that looked like that, I'd be like, hold on, can you turn around real quick? Or I'd like go around them, see the freaking back of their head, laugh, and then be like, no, you're going to change your tone.
You're going to change your tone.
You have a pointy fucking head. Turn around. Turn around.
Every now and then you never turn around.
Turn around. Okay, I'll just keep doing it.
So we find out that Laura's dad had worked for Dr. Scrotus, and he died.
Yeah.
And then he offers Laura to find all 3 wombs. That's what she's looking for, is
I didn't
the 3
like that.
wombs.
That made me so uncomfortable.
Which they didn't really describe what they were.
No.
There's just a treasure.
Oh, and he said, I will pay you
whatever you want.
Whatever you want. Literally, whatever you want. Oh, you need to talk about the Game Boy.
Oh, what was the Game Boy thing?
Okay.
I can't remember.
Oh my god, this pissed me off so much, the movie. This is when I was like, this could be a good movie. Not good, but like...
Good, bad.
Like, good, bad, yeah. Like, good campy. We had a long talk about campy. Like, what qualifies as campy.
Yeah.
The fucking driver. I'm so sorry if you're not supposed to swear on this. The driver...
Megan, really? Do you think that I can edit myself?
Okay.
We're talking about softcore porn. Say whatever the fuck you want.
Hold on. Can I do it?
Do whatever you want.
Motherfuckers. That's for Jordan. It's her daughter. Okay. When he dropped her off at the mansion for this boss guy, he pulls out what's supposed to be like an iPad or like a
cell phone,
or like a BlackBerry. Okay, something you can like go ahead and like type really fast at, but it's a cell phone as well.
And it was a pocket Game Boy.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a small version of a Game Boy.
Yes, and it wasn't that fact because I didn't realize that. I knew it wasn't like a normal. I thought it was weird looking. It was the fact that it was never brought up again on who he was messaging, and it sets it up like he is double
crossing
her. And I was like, oh, he's a freaking shithead. He's literally messaging that boss.
And
it's never fucking addressed.
No.
And they would do shit like that throughout the movie with him.
Yeah.
Setting it up like he was supposed to be. And I'm like, they're not clever enough to do this on purpose and just let you mess with it in your head.
Yeah.
Like, this was just a fluke. They probably had so many freaking edits over such, like, so many days. That
I don't think they edited this movie at all,
Or,
Megan.
like, they had so many, like, changes in script and stuff like that, that they just, like, kept literally everything in. It felt like the entire movie, every time you saw him, he was supposed to be double-crossing her in some way because there would be some weird detail like that. Like, oh, dropping her off. Let me go pull this out really quick. And he'd look around like he was gonna like check to see if anyone was there.
Yeah.
Start messaging. Ugh. And then they never freaking address it again. And he ends up just being this like good guy.
Yeah. And he gets less creepy throughout the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense.
Okay. So the Game Boy thing. One of us, when she showed up in this like really sexy, like sparkly long dress, and when the girl answered the door in the towel, I don't know if it's me or you, but it wrote overdressed. Overdressed for party.
Probably you.
Yeah. Okay. So she goes, now they go to the scene where it's like the next day. She's telling her henchman driver where she's going. He's dropping her off at an airport.
Oh my God, I forgot about.
Yeah. Do you remember the country thing?
No, what I remember is when they film them walking to the airport, they're just walking down the sidewalk.
Yeah, at an airport.
At an airport.
Like they're not even on the premise because you very obviously couldn't get on, like into the airport.
They're on the wrong side of the chain link fence. Oh, this movie. Oh, it's so bad.
Okay, so then
I want to know what the budget was for this movie.
She freaking tells him. She tells him she's going to Arabia.
Oh, yeah.
And to meet her in Africa. And the way, I don't remember the way she said it, but it was really confusing. Like she was putting them together. Yeah. And it really pissed me off. And I think we even rewinded it. And I was like, that bitch is a world traveler and she thinks that Arabia, fucking Saudi Arabia, is in Africa. And it was because she was going to multiple places. But this is what pissed me off. If you know that your starting point is Saudi Arabia in the Middle East, and then you end up in Africa where he has to go pick her up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know where all of the wombs are then? He already gave her a starting point of like, hey, go to this country and this country and this country or this continent. Like,
But that holds up to the first Lara Croft movie.
Was it just based on her dad's work? Because he had already figured it out?
Yes.
But they never set any of the up. So I was like, how does she know?
Hey, like... Megan, they don't in the actual Lara Croft movie either.
It's just like Africa. Ben, where am I supposed to meet you? Where am I supposed to pick you up? Africa.
Oh my God, Megan.
Africa.
Megan, how many days do you think
Can you imagine if I said that to you?
Africa.
What? No, Ben, think about that. You have to go pick me up somewhere, okay? I'm from a trip. Okay. And you're like, where do I need to pick you up at? Okay?
Africa.
South America. North America.
Do you want to know how
Asia. Pick me up in Asia.
Guess how many days it took them to shoot this movie?
Oh, I want to like really undershot it and say like 10, but I probably think that's like too much. I want to say like 2 months.
2 months.
I'm sorry, I'm so nasally right now.
We're both sick.
So sick.
14 days.
Shut the fuck door. I was right the first time.
Yeah, you were.
No!
14 days.
No, stop.
Yep.
No, there's no way. Oh, that kind of adds a little spark to it then.
No, it doesn't.
Oh my.
It doesn't.
Oh my God.
I mean, they shot was it like 75-minute movie?
I don't know. 2 weeks to complete a project, though.
Yeah.
Oh, we had brought up. So they show like, they don't even show like flight scenes. Oh, and we made jokes about like, to shoot fly economy.
Yeah. Yes.
Because it was like big, huge planes. Yeah. It wasn't like a private, like, nope. He was like, I'll pay you anything. I'll fucking give you my firstborn child. But you have to buy your own tickets.
Yeah, you have to fly.
I don't have a jet. I don't have a jet for you. Okay, can we talk about her outfit?
Megan, yes.
Her fucking outfits. She wore those huge, tall boots.
Oh, with like 8 buckles? Oh my God. Is that the first place is the desert?
And we wrote, boots are a definite choice. Do you remember the water scene. She's like walking around and she clearly knows that someone is like following her.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
being so obvious about it. She's like walking around with a black cape and like leather.
In the desert.
In the desert with a black duffel bag. And she had...
A lot of skin is exposed, which is dangerous.
She takes like... At one point, she takes her top off or whatever it was.
She takes all of her clothes off. She takes all of her clothes off. Except her boots.
She climbs up a freaking sand dune. Stands at the top of a sand dune.
Butt naked.
Takes off all of her clothes. Pulls out from this big duffel bag a tiny little flask. And we both go, she's probably really thirsty. And dumps it on herself.
Yep. Dumps it all over herself.
What the hell? Pours water on self like a bukkake video. And then we... Gross.
That was my note.
Oh, and then I don't remember this part. I vaguely remember this part. Her titties getting wet. Does that equal her being psychic?
So what happened was...
Yeah, there was something there.
So she was wet, and like after she got done pouring the water on herself, she like had like a vision of who was following her.
Yes.
Or it was where to go.
Yeah, she literally was getting visions.
Yeah.
And we were laughing because it was
It's
like...
probably heat stroke. I mean, let's be honest.
Girl, SPF. Let's talk about it. It made me think of Mean Girls, when the girl was like, she always talked about how she could always predict when it was raining.
Yes.
Oh, okay. She pulls out a compact and she pulls out a compass. And she doesn't move around with the compass. She literally looks at it and goes like, "Yep, that's the way I'm going." Which is, I don't know how to use a traditional compass, but I know for a fact that's not.
Well, I mean, a compass.
It's gonna find its way, but at the same time, you still have to kind of test it a little bit. It's gonna shift back and forth. Like you have to.
So a compass is always gonna point north.
Okay, but then she pulls out a compact mirror.
She's gotta make sure she looks good.
And it was MAC, which is a really expensive brand that was so popular back then. And I was like, it's so funny because what I envisioned was it's probably that girl's actual compact.
Oh, probably.
They were like, oh, shoot, we need a mirror. And she was like, oh, I have this freaking face powder we can use. And they didn't even try to cover up the brand.
Well, free
but
advertising.
But in today's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, all the cans have to be turned, even for, like, huge budget films, unless they're going to be endorsed. Like, for MAC to not...
Except one.
What?
Apple. Apple lets anyone use their stuff in movies because they see it as free advertising, yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting. Okay.
Have we got to the tent yet?
We wrote, what the fuck is going on with the sex tent and these people?
Okay. So she has to find the prince, right? The Prince of Arabia.
Oh, no, go back.
Who?
Blonde girl.
Oh, because the blonde girl's the one spying on.
Blonde girl was following her and
Yeah.
was getting very sexually attracted to her while she was pouring the water on herself.
Well, I mean...
And she, Lara Croft turns and looks really fast. And then the other girl, she sneaks, she literally lays her body, and she's wearing black as well, purple lays her body against the sand. You can't see me. And then they show her dressed in Middle Eastern gear, kind of, where she has the hijab and stuff like that on, some kind of a scarf, you know. There's women walking around this huge tent in the middle of nowhere, and they have water pitchers. They're dressed like Bali dancers, though, from India.
Yeah.
From India. Not the Middle East.
No.
India. And then there's men, bodyguards, walking around with guns, dressed like the Middle East.
Yeah.
And she knocks out some girl, steals her Bali dancer stuff, where her face is still covered, and sneaks into the tent.
This is the longest we've went in the movie without a sex scene too.
There's a guy there.
Who's the prince?
Who's supposed to be Middle Eastern, and he's not.
No,
like he's not.
He's just probably like, Italian.
He looks like some like, yeah, a 16th Italian from like frickin' Jersey.
Yeah,
and
bastards.
So it's something we say all the time to each other in our house. From The Circle, the current season, there's some Italian boys.
Wonderful
always,
Staten Island people.
They always say all the time.
You bastards.
Serves you right, you bastards.
Oh.
Between that and Jordan's little girl saying motherfuckers. Whenever I want to stare at people, that goes in my head, and then I just giggle.
Yeah.
Bastards. Okay. He gets interested in her because remember she went ahead and dressed like these girls. Okay.
Yeah.
And he like claps his hands or some shit, and they take all her clothes off and show her what she like, show everything, her face included, and then he like organizes them to have a threesome. Okay.
This is where we get the...
This is like the longest sex scene in the entire...
It's easily 15, 20 minutes long.
Oh my
God.
God.
Hold on.
I think I literally got up and got a drink and went to the bathroom, and it was still going on.
So, the things that they do in this sex scene, it's hilarious. It's worth watching. So, there's a 3-way 69 or a daisy chain.
It did not look comfortable, though. They looked like their backs hurt.
And then...
Oh, is that what a daisy chain is?
Yes.
Damn.
And one thing, it's at the very end of the sex scene, but so Lara has both of these women bent over and they're on all fours.
Oh my God. She's the master of fingering. It keeps coming up.
But so she's fingering them from behind, but her arms are out very wide. And
she would barely be able to get like a freaking middle finger in there. Like she was so far out, she could barely even touch their butt cheeks.
But like
somehow she was doing it.
But like the one thing I thought of was like she was like riding a carriage, like where you have the reins.
Yeah.
In both hands.
Like an Egyptian carriage.
Yeah. And then you made the one comment of one of the girls.
Yes. One of them was doing a lot of work, and the other one, every single scene, the brunette one.
Yeah.
Was like touching someone's hair. Yeah. Patting their back.
Yeah, but
keep it going.
You said
then,
you said one of them, you're like, she's been in like real porn before.
And it was the brunette.
It was brunette.
Because
she was saving it for the end.
Because because you hear them like all moaning and stuff, and it's so unrealistic, even for like porn. Like it's so bad. It's the kind where you're like, ooh, that's embarrassing. I'm going to go ahead and mute this so I can continue.
Yeah.
Like, I do not want to listen to this. The brunette, though, sounded a lot more like normal porn.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, yeah, like, I mean, it's a little much, but like...
Oh, and so Lara...
The other two were so freaking ridiculous.
I guess to get one of the wombs, because the prince has one of them, she drugs him, and like he passes out.
Yeah.
Hold on. So he passes out.
Oh, yeah.
He passes out as the 3 girls orgasm and pass out.
The 2 girls pass out from her.
Yes.
Because she's so good at her job.
Hey, she's got that magic touch.
So good at her job.
Mystic fingers.
Okay. So now... Oh, I wrote that their nails looked really nice for living in the middle of nowhere in a tent.
Yeah.
I wanted to know where they got their nails done. Yeah.
Were those nails long, though?
I wanted to know the backstories of white girls being out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, once freaking again, why didn't they hire girls who look actually Middle Eastern, because they're supposed to be in Saudi Arabia, and they hired the whitest looking girls ever.
Yes.
With an Italian dude. And I'm sorry, like, if they're coming from America and going off to Germany because it's cheap to film in Germany for this movie or whatever, like, It's America. You have every ethnicity possible and every variation.
I think it
like
tells
you could have literally found like
hold on,
a freaking tan girl from Texas,
Megan,
and it would have been more believable.
I think it shows that only white girls wanted to do this movie.
That's embarrassing. God.
You're gonna pay me a couple $1,000s?
They're like, I'm stuck here. I got sex trafficked into Germany.
Oh, Jesus, Megan.
Trying to get my green card back. My visa. I'm trying to get my visa to go home.
Gotta finish this movie.
This will help pay my boss.
Good Lord. No, that was good.
Okay. Then at this point, this is when I started to kind of like zone out after this. I was like, so that was like the first one. That was the first womb.
Yes.
That was the first womb. And then you have the one where it was like in a jungle somewhere and her henchman comes back or something. And there's like these weird sexy statue ladies.
Hold on.
But then there's another one, right?
I don't remember the third one. But all right, so we're done with Saudi Arabia. Then we go to Africa, which basically just looks like, I'm just going to say Tennessee. Like, they did not try to make it a place that looked like Africa. Laura and her henchmen, they don't explain how they get there or how the driver gets there with her. They're being chased by someone, and it's the most probably culturally inappropriate, what are they called? Like Zulu warriors? It's the black.
Man, I don't remember any.
Okay. So I got this.
The black girl.
Yes. So they're being chased by this black native warrior woman.
Yes.
And for some reason, the driver guy jumps into a mud pit, which, I mean, we can all figure out where it's going to go from there. Then Laura fights the black girl.
She jumps into the mud pit as well.
Yeah. So they have a sex scene together.
In the mud? That's gross. Oh, yeast
No.
infection. Oh my God.
No, but they put their hands over top of each other. Remember? They had sex.
No.
Yes.
I think it was the statues.
No.
That's weird.
So
I'm jealous. That'd be a cool way to...
So
easy cleanup.
No,
sorry.
Yeah, because I had you write in Demolition Man, because it was like from the Demolition Man movie with Sandra Bullock and Sylvester Stallone, where they don't have sex physically, they put on VR headsets and have sex. It was a lot like that, because they just put their hands over top of each other and then they cut to a sex scene in a different area.
Yeah, and then that's the part where I really started to zone out. I was like, oh, this is still
going.
Man, this is still going.
And then between that,
because that's a long time to like be watching people just like making out.
Between that and then the sexy statues, I really don't remember what happens between that, because she has sex with those statues, right?
Yeah, and that's the last one, and that's like when her and the blonde start to become friends and stuff. They're in some cave, and there's two sexy statues that are actually women as well, and they're like, oh, you have to turn us on to get the key or some shit. And yeah, that's more animal print. We said that they got their costumes at the Halloween store. And
Spirit Halloween.
I wrote, there's no belly buttons, sad face. No belly button rings.
Yeah.
No belly button rings. You're doing a softcore porn and there's no belly button
or
rings.
nipple piercings.
Oh, yeah. That's a little sad. There was, I don't know when this was. I'm looking at the note. They tried to be funny here. And they had wrote something about, she pulled something out and read, it's indie something. What was that from? They were playing to make a joke of like
Indiana Jones.
Jones.
All right, so Laura and the blonde girl, they're going through the cave and they find a skeleton. And it's dressed like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, she like pulls out his like name tag or something.
Yeah.
Indie something. We said you should never. Oh, his name was Dylan. The henchman's name was Dylan.
Hey, Dylan.
You should never have someone named Dylan as your protector.
He had.
Sorry, all you Dylans.
So he had like the Dutch boy paint like mascot haircut.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that was really good. And he wore like tropical shirts. Yeah. Third sex scene.
Well, we're way past 3, but
They licked their own hands. I don't remember that.
they were holding their hands, but Laura was licking her own hand while the other girl was licking her.
Yeah, they were trying to do sexy like finger licking, like, and it was her own hand.
Yes. This movie is truly insane. If you really think about it.
They kept it in.
No.
Can you imagine how
Megan, they had 14 days. They didn't cut anything.
Laugh so hard. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to read my notes.
No, you're fine, because I can't remember anything outside of really the ending now.
Oh my God. See, I don't know what any of this was. This is when it started to feel like a fever dream, okay? I wrote banana in the hat. What the fuck? Or banana in hut. What the fuck? It was a banana.
I don't remember.
Waterfall makes her think of her dad. That's gross.
Yes, yeah. She saw the waterfall, and I don't remember if it was in the waterfall or if she was just remembering something, but she was thinking about her dad.
Yeah, she was like on the way to the cave, and there was a waterfall. Oh my gosh. And she like opens up her necklace and like longingly looks at it, and then the next scene is a sex scene. Oh, they had glow sticks when they went through the caves, and you said they looked like dildos.
Yeah.
Or they should have been used as dildos.
Either or.
I think you're like, they should have been used as dildos to do something with this because I'm so bored.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You have a note in there that I hope you don't skip it.
The statues were shaped. Their headdresses were shaped like unicorns.
Yes. And
They were shaped like unicorns.
another thing they could have used to spice it up.
Oh my God.
Instead of just finger blasting.
Oh my God. I wrote Pier 1 or Hobby Lobby had a sale with the boxes because every single chest looked the same, and they all had like, they looked like treasure boxes you'd use in a classroom.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
this is around the time when you audibly
I'm
said,
so angry.
You said, I just want to see a dick.
Yeah. I think this is when I realized I was like, I think women are beautiful and all that, but like, yeah, I'm pretty straight.
Yeah.
This isn't doing it for
Yeah,
me.
but
This is not.
but
I
also,
don't know if that's true. It's just like.
But also with softcore porn, like you can't see insertion.
Literally nothing.
Yeah,
literally. But you also couldn't even see their vaginas. Like there was nothing. It was just hard 2005 boobs.
Yeah.
Hard 2005 boobs.
No, well, there was a couple shots where you could see like the front of the vagina, but you wouldn't. But you're not getting spread eagle.
You're not getting
vagina
an
action.
actual like vagina. It's like the pelvic bone.
I just know like the 2 times we actually got to see like the pelvic bone of the vagina, me and you both were like, "Ooh, look!"
They're gonna get us. We're watching, and then they'd be like, "Just joking. Here's her rolling around on leopard print fuzzy rug."
Oh, good God.
Okay. So how you're gonna have to tell me this because I completely forgot. How the hell did they end up back at the boss guy, and what happened?
I don't remember. I just remembered that he was trying to take the things from her, and then she ended up killing him.
How'd she kill him?
She shot him, and he had that really bad death scene. Like he legitimately just like fell over with his tongue hanging out.
Ben went X over eyes.
That he might as well have had X over his eyes.
Oh man!
And then the blonde girl finally gets her moment, and she gets to have sex with Cara Loft in the hot tub.
Oh, but they don't even have sex though. They don't even have sex. They go into a hot tub, and we're like, whose hot tub is this? Is this the boss's hot tub? Like he's dead, and they're like in his freaking hot tub.
Because I'm remembering
they went to like they were like making out. They both grabbed like cups or something to like pour the freaking water all over their boobs. And then they went to opposite sides of the freaking hot tub and were rolling around like they were jerking off.
Oh, see, because I'm remembering
maybe you're right,
scene
though, because
with,
I was really frustrated.
Because I remember a scene, and it not that it was disturbing, but it was like it was weird.
Disturbing. I saw your softcore porn, and it was disturbing.
But I just remember, I remember Cara having the blonde girl from behind, like she had like a strap on in the hot tub.
Oh man, don't make me rewatch that.
No.
Oh, and Dylan comes in with like drinks or something. These like slushy pink drinks after the sex scene. He's like, "Here, girls, here's your drinks," and you're like, Dylan deserves a pay upgrade. And we felt bad for him.
Not in the beginning.
Not in the beginning, because he was saying like weird ass shit to her and being a fucking.
Who's his boss?
Who's his boss? He's like, I heard you jacking off her. And he's like, brought you a slushie after sex. And she don't think she even said thank you.
Oh, we missed.
Was her dad even alive?
No, he was dead.
Oh.
From the first sex scene. You catch it if you're watching it very closely, because Megan and I did rewind it. She does sniff her fingers.
Oh my god. She like puts her hand after like doing stuff to herself, pulls it up by her head, and then it clearly was her, the actress, trying to sniff her finger.
You got to make sure you're fresh, okay?
Was she expecting that redhead to come in?
Maybe. I don't know.
The stuff that they kept in that movie.
14
like her
days.
licking her own hand.
No.
That would haunt me for. Oh man.
And if I'm trying to remember the movie, like how me and you were like, how'd they get from here to here? I think they just used a sex scene in between them, because they used a sex scene going from the desert to Africa, and then they used a sex scene.
All of a sudden it would just be like a new country.
Yeah.
New continent. We'd be like, where are they? Well, there's new sex scenes, so it must be a new location.
Can't have sex in the same place twice.
Okay, so how many people altogether did she have sex with, if we count like all of... So, okay, so the redhead is one.
Yep.
And then...
Herself?
No, I mean, I don't count that, but like the redhead is one, and then the two girls.
Yep, in the tent.
Saudi Arabia, so there's 3. Then there's the black girl, so there's 4.
Yep.
And then there's 2 more statues, 5, 6. And then there is the blonde at the 7.
Yeah, 7 sex scenes.
7 people. 7 partners.
7 sex scenes. 8 technically if you count the one with herself.
That's just... And poor Dylan. Not that he's owed anything, but like...
He didn't get nothing.
Damn, he even brought her a drink afterwards. You had sex with freaking unicorn statues.
Just saying, the glow sticks could have been used, and those unicorn helmets.
There could have been a lot. I think we should have been added on. I think anyone... Who is the director? Pull him up. What does he look like? You know what it's going to be? It's going to be fucking Dylan.
All right.
His name is actually just Dylan.
Dylan. All right. The director is IMDb Rudolph Scott.
What's he look like?
It's
the bald guy. That's actually what I would think. It's the boss. He'd be one of those who like puts himself in the movie. You know? Gives himself a goatee and it's like, yeah, you gotta catch me.
They don't have.
You're gonna have trouble. I'm in the movie. You're gonna have to find me.
They don't have a photo of him.
Oh yeah, that's in itself a flag. It's a flag. I don't know what kind of a flag it is, but it's a flag.
It's a 3.4 on IMDb.
No, out of
10. 3.4.
Okay, so when we initially talked about this movie, this is what we really should have recorded, is the conversation that we had afterwards about campy movies and like to what level of bad movie will you watch and still enjoy? Even if not campy. Just a bad movie. Like, how many stars? Bare minimum does it have to be? Okay, and I would say 3 to 4.
Yeah.
Now I think I need to up it. 5. Hit me with some 5s.
He's done other movies like this, Megan.
Okay, give me their titles.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Tales of the Code, Wedlocked.
Oh, that's gross.
In this short prequel to the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, 2 feisty brides-to-be discover that they have something in common. The absent groom. Still, there are plenty of pirates who'd love to trade their goats for them.
Oh, no, stop. When I heard Wedlocked, I was thinking out of wedlock, of out of marriage. I was thinking of, like, baby mamas for some reason. So I was like, oh. Why did they have to bring in the goats? Is that actually in the... Okay, continue. Go on. That is...
He hasn't really made anything... Let's see. What else has Rudolph?
Could we write to him with fan mail?
I mean, this is the movie that he's best known for. Oh, he plays one of the... He plays one of the prince's guards in the movie. Sleeper Cell, Jericho...
I told you he would be the type to put himself in his movie. He'd also probably be the type to get himself a vanity plate.
Jesus, Megan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote this movie. He wrote it and directed it.
Do you think there's a difference between the people with vanity plates who get like a proper vanity plate where it spells out something? Or is it the same? Like, okay, hold on. So there's those people, right? Then there's the people that have like vanity plates like we saw today, where they have a normal license plate, but they get like something, like the rim of it has something like stupid, like Betty Boop or something like that. Or like the one that we saw today. Oh, it makes me so fucking annoyed. I am a judgmental person. This girl had something about the wicked what was it? The West Honey and the Wicked Witch of... I'm the wicked bitch of everything.
Yeah,
that was on her freaking license plate. It wasn't even like...
She also had an ugly car.
Ugh. So. Are those the same kind of people? Vanity plate, proper like license plate, or normal license plate, but I have to go out and buy...
I think
they're two different... I don't think they like each other. I don't think they like each other, but they're in denial about how similar they are.
Yeah. Do you have anything else about this movie?
No, I'm sorry. I'll go off on other tangents that no one wants to hear. I think that if you...
Is softcore porn for you?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say not this kind, because I as a woman, I need some kind of like chemistry.
You need a dick.
I do need a dick in the movie. Yeah, I do need. Add a couple in there. No, I need a man. Girl on girl doesn't do it for me. But there has to be that chemistry. Like, you don't even have to have sex scenes. There have been scenes in movies that are by far 100 times sexier than this entire movie combined, where people are literally just talking to each other.
Yeah.
If you have the chemistry and you have like the wordplay and all of that, and no, not this kind.
Not this kind.
Not this kind.
Okay. Well,
good God. Longest. What is the word for it? Like you're trying to like get yourself going and you never officially come. Like,
edging.
The longest, most infuriating, dry edging I've just... Not worth it.
Okay.
You have to go somewhere appropriate where you need to like chill yourself out a little bit after. Go watch this.
I'll probably watch it again. All right.
Okay. Yep. Thanks for having me.
Yep. Well, thank you for joining us, Megan.
Excuse me, but Jordan. Just joking.
No, because your views on Australia are similar to his, so.
They're in denial. Why did I keep bringing this up? Like,
I don't know.
They talk about us all the fucking time on social media.
All right, I'm closing it out.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us on Casting the Level Up as we journey through the cinematic hell that is video game movies. Remember to subscribe to all of our social media platforms. Until next time, may your games be epic, movies be legendary, game on, laugh on, catch you at the respawn.
I'm sorry, Australia. I'm sorry if you're from Australia.